Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this walkthrough and first impressions of the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. Jill is the CEO and co-founder of Goddess Provisions, it says here on the box. I actually first encountered this deck when I was looking into witchy or self-care themed subscription boxes to consider subscribing to, and they had I had seen an unboxing on YouTube of somebody who had unboxed their Goddess Provisions deck and gotten the independent version of this deck, and I thought it was really beautiful. I remember at the time really strongly considering picking it up, but as it was an independent deck, it was a little bit pricey for me at the time, but it was still sitting firmly on my wish list. And then lo and behold, a little while later, it looks like it got picked up by, I believe I got this from Hay House. Is this Hay House? Yes, it got picked up by Hay House Publishing. So this is now the mass market version of this deck. Hay House regularly has deck sales, and I picked this deck up during one of those sales, and man, it was a steal. I think I paid, the normal price is $25 US, and I think I paid like $12 or $15 at most US for it. And I think they even had a free shipping promotion at the time, and that included free shipping to Canada, and I felt like it was a major score. This is an absolutely beautiful deck. It comes in a nice two-part box, which we're going to take a quick look at. Oh, look at the inside. Oh, I love that. And she's even got like almost what looks like moon phases tattooed on her arm there, and she's sort of resting. Oh, that is so beautiful. And then let's pull these out here. Inside at the bottom of the box, it says, "Take care of yourself so you can shine your soul's light." Oh, how pretty is that? Let's just put those there for now. So there is what looks like a pretty substantial guidebook with this deck. We'll take a look at that after we've taken a look at the cards. I am in love with these backings. Now, I'm a huge fan of the color purple and of pinks and pastels in general, so of course the color palette of this deck is right up my alley. These backs are so beautiful. For comparison's sake, the only other self-care deck I own is the My Quality Time Self-Care cards by Deja Druid. I'll just show you what those look like here. And they are like this, and they have self-care activities. I absolutely love this deck. But as you guys know, self-care is a huge part of my personal practice, and I was so excited to see yet another sacred self-care oracle, or a self-care oracle or tarot deck of any kind hit the market. So this is very exciting. There's only two now that I'm even aware of. So there's the one I already have, and now this one, and I'm really excited to be able to have something in my collection now. These kinds of decks are actually kind of uncommon. I think they're starting to pick up some attention, but I'm just really excited. I'm really excited. So you can see, just looking at it from the top, that there was just a little bit of a, I don't know what that was. Perhaps when it was printed, there was a bit of a, I don't know what that's from. Some kind of a printing issue where one of the decks was, one part of the deck is sort of bowed a little bit, it looks like. I have a feeling that that's going to sort itself out when I shuffle. We'll take a look at that one. But the cardstock is really smooth matte. It feels like it's got that sort of silky lamination on it. Not the rose petal finish, but that really sort of smooth, sort of buttery finish. It's really quite nice. So it's very nice and matte. I'm going to zoom us in a bit so that we can take a look at these. I'm probably not going to pick these up and hold them closer to the screen. I'm probably just going to focus on zooming in instead, and we can take a look at these together. Abundance planning. Oh, I see. So this is money. 10, 20, 150. I think that's really powerful, looking at your relationship with money. Alone time. Pretty. Aromatherapy. Yes, super valid form of self-care. Be still. I like that she's in an inversion here, or potentially actually laying down on a yoga mat is what that makes me think of. Beauty ritual. Love this. I love playing with makeup and nail color and all that kind of stuff as one of my favorite forms of self-care. Build strength. Yes. I'm loving that we have some different types of women pictured here. We don't see something super stereotypical the whole way through, which I really like. Yeah, I love that. Burning bowl ritual. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I love burning rituals. I think they're really wonderful for release work and manifesting work. Chanting. Yes, we have the Om symbol up there. Very much a yoga class feel. Clean your space. Absolutely. Oops. Clear your energy field. That idea of smudging or using sacred smoke of some kind or spray. Connect with crystals. Decks like this are really wonderful to pull to when you're feeling stressed and anxious and you don't really know what you should do to kind of bring yourself to a calmer, more nurtured place. These can give you ideas, which I think is really great. Connect with fire. This could be great as a prompt to say do a candle flame meditation or sit at your fireplace or have a campfire if you have an outdoor space. Connect with the earth. Yes, go for a walk, breathe the air in. Connect with your ancestors. Connect with your womb. Love that. I have to let Peggy by because she just got out of her shower. Okay, this is a really good one, particularly if you're having trouble with your relationship with this part of your body. I will say it does suddenly bring us into a place where I'm immediately aware that this is a female-centric deck again, and I really wish we could see some of these self-care and self-love decks more gender inclusive. That is a little something that that's something that I really, really noticed, is that a lot of these really nurturing, loving, self-loving decks are very female-centric, which isn't always fair. It's definitely not fair. Not isn't always, it is definitely not fair. I'd like to see more boys in these decks. Make an altar. Create art. Yes. Dance. Deep breathing. Oh, I love that. Dream journal. That's a great idea. Drink tea, another favorite of mine. Energy work, chakra work. I love it. Family. I do like here that we don't necessarily immediately get the feeling of biological family. We see a skin tone difference between these two figures, which I like because it can make you think of chosen family, a found family, and I really like that. Flow like water. Ground yourself. Health checkup. Yes, so powerful. Hydrate. Intuition. Listening to your inner self. I love the layers of the self we see here. I think it's a really potent image. Oh, I'm getting my stack mixed up here. Journal. One of my favorites. Look for fairies. I love this. See the magic in the world. Look for helpers. Look for spiritual support. I think there's a lot of ways you could work with that card. Look to the stars. Some astrology. Make a meal. Yes, and I love all the like fresh vegetables and produce we see here. It doesn't mean that has to be what your meal is about, but I think it's a nice reminder that sometimes that's an excellent way to nourish and support yourself, is getting some stuff your body really needs or that sounds really good or tasty. Make a vision board. Yes. Massage. We don't always think of self-massage, but self-massage can be incredibly potent. I love teaching people to give their own foot massages because it's a really wonderful way to nurture your body. Meditate. Movement. Again, very yoga-ish. I approve. Music. And I love that they're showing a drum here, or you could play some music on headphones, you could dance. Oh, I just love that. Nourish your temple. There's a few different ways you could work with this card, and I think that they're all really beautiful, and I think this card really leaves room for interpretation of that, which I really genuinely appreciate. Plan a... We're also seeing is somebody here with her eyes closed, and sometimes that vacation is more of an astral vacation. And by that I mean making time to do your journey work, to do a guided meditation that really transports you someplace else. It does, which is pretty poignant at the time I'm filming this. Pleasure. Yep, it's a good one. Positive affirmations. Oh, and I love this. She's got the positive affirmations written on her body. I love myself, brave, beautiful, healthy, happy, worthy, grateful. Oh, this is such a powerful image. Read. Yes. Rest. So important. Sex. I like that this deck is not pigeonholing itself into only particular types of self-care. I think it's really expansive, and that's very useful. Soak in a bath, probably my number one. Sound healing, oh man, I love crystal bowls, singing bowls, love, 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 love. With animals. Bond with your puppers, go for a walk, hang out with the kitty, spend time with friends. Remember, this can be virtually as well. Sweet treat. I love that, little decadence, but notice that it's not just cupcakes, right? It's also fruit and it's also candy. So you see like kind of different types of sweetness you could play with. Sync with the moon. Take a walk. Use your hands. Yeah, something tactile, perhaps creative, or just something that, yeah, something that uses your hands. I like it. Watch a movie. Yes, Netflix. Write a gratitude list. I think that's the last card. These are so beautiful. I love these so much. I'm super excited about them. We're going to take a look at the guidebook, but I want to give us a little shuffle and see if I can get some of that bow to sort itself out here in the deck. Oh, look at that mix. They shuffle really nicely. They're flexible, but they feel really sturdy. Probably like a 330, 350 GSM. Probably 350 GSM. They're really nice. They're really, really nice feeling. I'm not overly concerned about that bit of a bow in the cards. Looks like now that I've shuffled them, it's a lot harder to see. If I let them go completely, you could probably find some of that bowing happening. It looks like it's probably just one or two cards. Sometimes that happens from the paper or plastic little wrapper that they'll put around the cards to keep them together, which is unfortunate, but it is a thing that happens. I'm going to do one more, and then we'll take a look at the guidebook. We'll pull a sample card. All right, so what do we have? Dance. Okay, so let's set this over to the side and take a look at the guidebook. So we have our intro. I love this. There's a table of contents, so you can easily flip to your cards. It looks like they are both alphabetical and they are numbered, so it'll be really easy to find the card that you need. There's a welcome page, a little bit about the oracle, some spreads, which I love. I love that there's a moon ritual spread in here. That's cool. And then we go right into card meanings. So let's take a look at that dance card and see what the meanings read like. Oh, you guys, there's journal prompts. Or journal prompt for each card. I am such a fan of journal prompts with decks. So there's also a mantra. I feel empowered to express myself through movement, embracing my unique dance style. So it says dancing can be an incredibly liberating experience, allowing for a unique form of self-expression, profound sense of embodiment. It allows us to return to the body in the here and now, to clear energetic blocks, to push our physical limitations, and to stretch into new realms of movement and creativity. So whether you want to put on your dancing shoes or go barefoot, it's time to move and shake what your mama gave you. Take a dance class, watch a video tutorial about a specific dance style, or just enjoy dancing at home for your own pleasure. As you gain more confidence in your ability to move and express yourself, you might try ecstatic dance, nights out dancing at a club, burlesque dancing for your lover, or even taking a class and performing on stage. If you have a physical limitation that prevents you from dancing, try a closed eye meditation in which you visualize yourself dancing. While doing so, notice how your energy is moving and release any limiting beliefs and old stories that no longer serve you. Now that is really cool, because in addition to giving you some really tangible advice about how you could work with dance, there's also some advice about what to do if physically dancing is not something that's possible for you or comfortable or nurturing for you in this moment. I love that. And the journal prompt, do you feel comfortable dancing? If yes, what style of dance makes you feel most radiant and the best expresses you? If no, why do you feel uncomfortable, and how do you think you could work through this discomfort? Very, very cool. I'm really excited to have this in my self-care toolkit for myself. And I'm very, very excited to be able to play with this. I think this is something that I will be reaching for again and again. I also do self-care client readings. So in my self-care client readings, I look at the chakras and we go through every single chakra and dive into sort of what's needed in each energy center of my client's, persona of their self. And then I always pull a card from a self-care activity deck, which previously has been only Deja Druid's deck. But now I have another deck I can also reach into for self-care sort of homework for my clients. So I really, really love this. I think this is going to be very useful and approachable, which I love. My only critique of both decks is we need to include boys and other genders in these kinds of decks. I think they do get a little bit specific to females, and I think it's a shame, because I think a lot of men, especially men in our tarot and oracle community, would really appreciate, I think, some of these sentiments if they felt more included. So just some feedback there. But in general, I'm really excited about this deck. I cannot wait to play with it. I know I'm going to personally connect with and love it quite a bit. So I'm really excited. What am I doing? I have to fan my cards. Guys, I'm messing up my own system. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this flip through, walk through, journey through first impressions of the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. I'm really, really excited to hear what you think about this deck. Is this one you think you'll be picking up? Do you already have it? Have you worked with it? What are your thoughts, your opinions? Cannot wait to hear. Let me know in the comments down below. And remember, as always, that if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do that over at supportivetarot.com. Or you can simply show your support for this video. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Bye!